Welcome back, boys and girls of the internet. My name is Avra. Welcome back to my channel. This is episode 4 of our wilderness-only adventures. I have received so much positivity on the previous videos, and you guys have allowed me to take my first steps towards becoming an arrogant YouTuber. So let's get right into it. We left off with me dying to a free-to-play player, getting my first rune item, discovering the power of a magic looting bag, and claiming the amulet of accuracy before finally setting off to learn to cook my first pizza. So finally, the many rats of the wilderness can rest easy, as I will now be living off of an 8-year-old's dream diet. Pizza will heal 7 hit points per half instead of the rat's measly 3. This will allow me a bit more security that will be much needed, because currently a level 99 can attack me at the mage arena. I'm still skeptical that authentic Italian food can protect against a well-timed dragon dagger attack or ice barrage, and I would like to hold off knowing for as long as possible. So, to make the first pizza, I will simply take these very two fresh ingredients. First, smash the whole tomato, or as you classy Brits say, tomato, onto the dough. Then simply take the whole block of cheese and do the exact same thing. The first pizza is a success. Zamorak has truly blessed us. 5 minutes later, and I'm going to leave Fat Tony's and hope that I won't need to come back to restock for quite some time. Here's how things are looking in my looting bag. I thought that I could maybe test if it's still magic by having a friend kill me in a free world, but I would have to get my rune med helm out first. This time we're going for almost 3,000 casts of Earthstrike, as we are going to get our first Wilderness Slayer task. I want to eventually get the Fire Battle Staff from the Fire Giants and use Fire Strike, but for now Earthstrike is still the most economical spell. So for our first task we are assigned Scorpions. This is a fabulous first task because they are relatively safe and I shouldn't have to eat any food to kill them. This task is going to go very fast as there are quite a few scorpions in the area, and they do of course have a chance to drop mysterious emblems. These emblems could provide me with bounty points for which I can buy some rune armor. And by rune armor I mean only rune plate legs, as I can't use the plate body, or I could purchase some mystic. I still unfortunately remind myself of my first ever RuneScape account after my first 2 weeks of playing in 2006. Every time I see people standing near me, I always imagine they're inspecting my gear and thinking to themselves, what the f*** is this guy doing? Of course, mysterious emblems aren't the only wilderness item you can be blessed with. The Slayer enchantment is twice as rare as the emblem, and I was deemed worthy enough to receive it. I think it sells to the Bandit Camp General Store for a bit over 1,000 coins, and extra cash is always welcome. I am an extremely lucky player. This is the third genie I have received so far, and into crafting it goes. Well, that's 1/4 of the way to level 2. Here's the final scorpion. I plan on alching the ensouled heads for just a bit of coins, and there, the task is complete. My second task is bandits, and I'm not too unhappy with this task either. The bandit camp, from my experience, isn't frequented by PKers very often because of how annoying the bandits are, as they all dogpile you. The level 130 bandits can also drop an adamant scimitar, which would be very useful. The best way to safe spot these scuffed hamburglars is to open the southern door and allow them to all line up behind the counter in an orderly fashion and allow me to slowly kill them. They do this because they're nice guys and hope that by patiently waiting I will one day want to be more than friends. This dwarf wants to get me drunk, and there is 45 magic. Although the less rare drops that I actually need seem to evade me, I do a pretty good job of getting the more rare drops consistently. Anyways, this hamburglar task is taking quite a long time and I need a break, so I'm going to spend some time with my Patronus animal, the Black Demon. There's 47 magic. So 2 level 70s logged in right where I was killing black demons. I hopped worlds and a few minutes later they found me again. I logged off for a bit, hopped worlds again, and they found me again. So apparently I am done with black demons for now. There is 20 Slayer and 48 magic. I wasn't aware the bandits could drop mithril axes, so this might change my plans a bit, as I might want to take advantage of using a semi-decent axe while I can. Another genie, 49 magic. Oh, did I say that was worth 1,000 coins? I'm sorry, 720. Very lucky. Here's 25 Slayer and 50 magic from the same kill. Perhaps some of you are wondering, how does it feel to constantly be in the wilderness on an Ultimate Iron Man? Well, I can tell you that it can be very stressful, but I do have a few methods of coping with this stress. First, I will proceed to put on a deep cleansing yoga and meditation playlist coupled with an ASMR video, preferably with positive affirmations like "your RNG isn't shit," "you won't have this steel sword very much longer," and "Wilderness Only Ultimate Iron Man was a good idea." Take a few deep breaths and wow. Extremely calming. And finally, we made it through our second task. So for my third task, I get rogues. Decently easy task, but it's in the deep wilderness, and I want to get some use out of this mithril axe first. Judging by the way I look and the way this guy looks, we definitely just went back in time about 13 years. Back when I thought battle axes and two-handed swords were the best types of weapons in RuneScape, and honestly, I'd take a mithril battle axe. Fire making has pretty much no use that I can think of, but it is easy total levels, and I want to get to 500 total so I can use the 500 total free-to-play world. I think that world might be a bit safer when traversing long distances, such as the lava maze to the bandit general store. Have I mentioned that I get all the rare items that I don't need? Maybe I'll give this to a nice person who happens to wander by. So the next goal is to get some fletching levels, although it really isn't going to come in much use until I can kill spiritual rangers at 63 Slayer. The rangers drop bowstrings, as well as a host of ranging supplies. Until then though, the only way I could train range would be to use a regular crossbow, which sounds terrible. Someone came up to me and delivered some truly sage-like wisdom, and I think this guy is role-playing. I think he wanted to try to attack me, as I certainly do look like an appropriate foe for him. I go ahead and give my UC to this guy, as he's going to need it after it dies at Green Dragons. Told you. I know many of you will say that my account is ruined as I'm not standing in the wilderness right now. I just wanted to AFK train while watching the new Mads Mikkelsen movie on Netflix, but unfortunately after seeing the movie, the only thing that was ruined was my evening. I must be insanely cute because people keep coming up to me and just staring at me. This is very creepy. She's just ignoring the dwarf and just staring at me. Oh, there she goes. Maybe I'm being haunted for not being in the wilderness. I had totally forgot that the Evil Bob random event gave 650 static fishing experience, so there is 7 fishing levels. Anyways, type RIP account if you made it this far. I also apologize as I was a bit ill this episode and I know the content wasn't that engaging. I forgot to mention that I did complete Druidic Ritual, and let me know what I should do with these. Anyways, wherever you are in the world, I hope you have a good one. Ciao! And one of my most favorite foods on the entire planet is a tomato.